Hello, welcome to Biology for You. In this video, we are going to discuss DNA structure. In the series of videos, we have been discussing different concepts in molecular biology. So, in this video, we are going to have the structure of the DNA. That means, what is the double helical structure of the DNA? So, basically, the double helical structure of the DNA was proposed by James Watson and Francis Crick. So these two are the major scientists behind this double helical structure of the DNA, and it was a breakthrough in the molecular biology. So what is double helical structure? This basically, if you go back to the discovery of this double helical model, this was actually based on the two theories. One is X-ray crystallographic data of the DNA So one is from the X-ray crystallographic data of the DNA obtained from two other scientists, Maurice Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. So these two are the scientists who really come up with a very good X-ray crystallographic data. So what is X-ray crystallographic data of the DNA? That means the X-ray crystallographic analysis of the structure of the DNA. So in X-ray crystallographic studies, generally the molecules that are going to be studied for their structures are basically first they will be crystallized, and these X-rays are allowed to pass through these crystals of the biomolecules, so that the X-rays will be defleted, and the scattering of X-rays will be captured on a photographic plate, so that the image will be developed. So this scattering of X-rays, because of the different structures, chemical structures in the biomolecules, the X-rays will be scattered, and that would be captured by in the form of image by photographic plate. So that is how the X-ray crystallographic images of any biomolecules would be obtained. So in that studies, these two scientists come up with a very useful X-ray crystallographic data of the DNA, and the popular image called image 51 was also come up into the picture. So here what is image 51? Actually, image 51 is the X-ray image of the DNA in which X kind of structure was there. So this X kind of structure really relate to the double helical structure of the DNA. So these all studies actually fueled up the theory of the double helical structure of the DNA. And the other thing is the Chargaff rules. So Chargaff proposed rules of the bases, nitrogen bases. That means the proportions of the nitrogen bases possible in the DNA. So he proposed A plus G content will be generally equal to the G plus C content in the DNA. So these kind of base proportions are studied by these Chargaff rules. So these two theories really fueled up the concept of this double helical structure of the DNA. So coming to the point where we need to discuss double helical structure of the DNA. So what is double helical structure? In the double helical structure of the DNA, it says the two strands of the DNA coiled over each other in the form of two helix, double helix. That means it would be more or less similar to like this, similar to this. So likewise it is. So here on the double helical structure we can have two strands, and two strands would be in opposite directions to each other. That means one strand would be running from that direction to this, and the other strand would be running from this direction to that. So two strands are anti-parallel to each other. That means both are in opposite direction, and the directionality is, for one thing is 5' to 3', for the other strand it is 3' to 5'. So that is the directionality of the two strands present in the double helical model. And what else? So what it basically made up of? So here this backbone is having sugars on it. So these sugars are pentoses, and we are talking about the DNA, so that's why these are deoxyribose sugars. These deoxyribose sugars are stitched by phosphates, phosphodiester bonds. So this is the backbone of the DNA. So we have on the backbone of the DNA, that means the outer side of the DNA, double helical, we can find pentose sugars and phosphate molecules together. So sugar and phosphate, these two makes the backbone of the DNA. So what is inside to it? So as we discussed, two adjacent sugars are stitched by a phosphodiester bond. So that's why these phosphodiester bonds binds sugars together, pentose sugars, that means deoxyribose sugars together. So basically the nitrogen bases which are present as side groups to the sugars are present inner side of the DNA. So that means inner side of the DNA, internal to this double helix, you can find nitrogen bases. And from two opposite strands, the nitrogen bases from two opposite strands will face each other, will be opposite to each other, will face opposite to each other, and they form hydrogen bonds. So here you can find hydrogen bonds between two nitrogen bases from each strand, opposite strand of the DNA. So the nitrogen bonds will be, nitrogen bases are present inner side of the double helix, and these nitrogen bases will form hydrogen bonds, and these hydrogen bonds basically formed between the nitrogen bases which really stitch these two strands together. That means two strands of DNA will be binded by these hydrogen bonds between nitrogen bases of the opposite strands. So here these hydrogen bonds are formed in, likewise that means the nitrogen bonds will be formed between A and T and G and C as well. So between A and T you can find nitrogen bonds, and between B, C and G you can find hydrogen bonds. Between A and T you can find 2 hydrogen bonds, whereas between G and C you can find 3 hydrogen bonds. So likewise the hydrogen bonds will be formed. So these are the very fundamental concept, the fundamental things that we need to remember about the double helical structure of the DNA. That means two strands will be in opposite direction to each other. They will form this kind of spiral case structure, and in this spiral case structure The external thing would be sugar phosphate backbone, and internal to this you can find nitrogen bases, and these nitrogen bases will be bound together by hydrogen bonds. You can find 2 hydrogen bonds between A and T and 3 hydrogen bonds between G and C. So these are the basic concept of the double helical structure of the DNA. Hope you understand this concept, and if you really share the video, and if you don't subscribe to my channel and press bell icon for the notifications.